All right, Cap, this one's a little bit deep, and it's interesting to me that you're being given the message here that you can do whatever you want with this situation. But let me give you some advice, right? That's what I feel like the universe is saying here to some of you. So free will, sovereignty, independence, and free spirit, and then you have innocence. Free will is saying that you need to remind yourself of your ability to say yes and no without fear and without guilt. It's saying that nobody can force you to do something. You cannot go against the free will of another. And your choice is your choice in this situation. There is no right or wrong answer here, but the advice the universe is pushing forward to you is, look, you need to, before you make a choice, look at this situation from a clear lens, not from a lens of judgment or guilt or blame. If you're in a situation that's like that right now, this is saying that you need to come from a much more clearer view of what is going on, a place of innocence, right? But Cap, whatever it is, you do what you feel like you need to do. Just make sure that you're not making choices that are tainted by those things, where you feel guilty to say yes to something. All right, Cappy, here we go. Here is your overall strength. Needing to pull on your strength for something here. And it may be a little bit difficult. Now, I don't feel bad about it, but this being the overall is saying that you're going to have to hang on to this moving forward. You know, what is it that you need to use your inner strength with here? Okay, in the past, the Seven of Cups, whatever the situation is, in the past, there may have been like a vision of what it really isn't, right? The Seven of Cups is fantasizing about something here, but not actually making it reality. Now, for some of you, it may be that there are too much emotions surrounding certain options that you may have had, but this is needing to find the strength to make a choice and to stick to it. You know, for others of you, it's seeing the truth of a situation now and finding the strength to make a choice, make the right choice, right? And that's the thing with the Seven of Cups. Sometimes we don't always see what's best for us. In the present, the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this may have to do with your relationship here. It could be about a marriage for some of you, or it could just be a family situation. But we are talking about your overall happiness here with the Ten of Cups. And it may be that it's not exactly the way that you had envisioned with the Seven of Cups, but now it's going to require strength to do the right thing in this situation or to continue, you know, but we'll see what's going on here. But, you know, I look at this and think, you know, there's the potential for things to be happy. Now, for some of you, though, it may be because of delusions that an overall happy situation may be coming to an end. But, you know, again, it leads to the Ace of Cups. But you're seeing the end of a cycle here having to do with, you know, your emotional happiness. Future conditions, the Nine of Wands. And again, there's strength, right? So you've been put through a lot. You have been put through a lot with this situation, but I think that this is coming out after this because you're not really ready to quit. You know, this is about finding the strength to persist. You know, you may be at the breaking point where you've been put through so much that, you know, it's hard, but you're not giving up. You're continuing the fight. But this may also be finding the strength here to keep certain things out that would affect an overall happy situation. You know, but then I look back at the past and see how that's connected to the Seven of Cups. And it may be that, you know, something that you have fantasized about may be coming back to you in a way. But the thing is whatever expectations you had around that, they're not real. They're not real. And you know that. That's why, you know, you're standing there with the Nine of Wands. Now, some of you may be fighting for a partnership or a marriage right now, you know, and not wanting to let anything through that's going to cause problems. You know, but then what is the right choice here, though? Ooh, your best path to follow. Look at it, man. The Ten of Wands. You may be persisting with a situation that has run its course, but it's almost like you feel like it's your responsibility to continue, but it's weighing on you. It's causing the oppression, right? Feeling overwhelmed, being burdened by this, and it's time to clear that out now. Whatever has been weighing on you, it's time to let it go. But I almost feel like there's this like obligation to, continue this, even though it's run its course. It's run its course. Because if you continue to do this, is it really a happy situation then? I mean, I don't know. Something about this feels like it's very hard for you. Very hard for you. Now, the obligation may be because we're talking about family. But, again, it's like strength is required here. But when does it get to the breaking point? When is it that, just one more thing being dropped on you could break you? Where you go, fuck it and let everything fall. But I look at that and think, if that's connected to the Ten of Cups, where is the suppression coming from? With what should be overall happiness for you? Wow, Cap, what is going on? All right, the Four of Swords. This may be for some of you needing to take a break from either a partnership, a relationship, or a family situation here. Because we're talking about you making peace with something. With the Four of Swords, this is like, I need a time out to think about things. Now, it may be that, where you thought that there was this happiness, somebody else is going silent though too. But it's like you're not allowing something to come through that may be, showing you that the situation is becoming too much, and that could be only for some of you. For others of you, it's just straight up, I need to take a break from this. Because it's almost like what you thought you saw in the past, I mean, clearly it's not real, right? And I don't think that you're trying to maintain some facade. I think that this could otherwise be a very happy situation. But it may not have anything to even do with you. It may be, again, and I kind of look back at innocence and think, a lot of guilt or blame may be involved with, your happiness, your home life, your home situation, right? And you need some time to think about it. Wow, man. Your hopes and your fears, the Princess of Pentacles or the Page of Pentacles. So this is hoping that, that small truce can be made here and we can start to rebuild something. But can you depend on somebody to do their part? You may be extending the offer like, here, we need to start building something realistic here. And it may be that they're just not on point with you. But you're hoping to, build a better foundation than what is running its course here and coming to an end. For some of you, you may feel obligated to stay with this situation here, like I said before, because it's like, it's your responsibility. But you got to give yourself a time out to think about this, and you may be literally saying, look, I need to take a break from you. I need to take a break from this family situation, whatever it is that's going on here, but it's affecting your overall happiness. But I do see you hoping to start to reestablish things here, but it takes a lot of effort. But this is also, this communication that needs to come through, the information that you need that will help you start to rebuild things. But is it coming through? Or are you defending something here that is no longer helping you, but more hurting you? Oh, and then coming out, the Knight of Cups. Okay. And this is kind of what I was talking about, right? So you have this situation going on, possibly for some of you in a current relationship. Okay. Now this is only going to be for some of you. There is a need to take a break from this, to really consider, what you are defending here, because you may be blocking out other opportunities for you, which is why we're looking at strength being required here to, see the reality of the situation here and really think about the choice that's going to have to be made. And if you are being offered something else or somebody is coming forward with another offer, this may be, look, I have been through a lot. I don't want to have to go through another situation where I'm going to be let down or be made to carry what isn't mine, But this could be something coming through though for some of you, and it's like, no, you're blocking it out, right? And then the Ten of Pentacles. So do you ultimately choose to continue to put work in what is already established, right? Now, this though could be an offer that is coming through where you may feel like you're defeated in your current situation, but if you put in the effort, it could be something long-term. Oh, Cap. And again, I go back to free will. I feel like it's not my place to tell you exactly what to do with this. Only that you have to see where there is this burden being placed on you. And it's not about eat shit and smile, find the strength to continue to carry all of this weight. No. It's about finding the strength to let go of the burdens that have been placed on you. It's not your responsibility anymore. You shouldn't be carrying this around. It needs to come to an end. Something has run its course, and you know this because you've been thinking about this. But you also know that there is something else, possibly from the past, that you didn't see as a possibility for you. And it could be in the form of new love. For some of you, though, it could be another opportunity for you to follow your heart and really, really find this overall happiness, because really it's what does that look like to you? But you may be blocking it out because there is a belief here that this is still worth protecting, but yet you're being oppressed. I'm telling you, like, I want to, what I want to say to you, Cap, is do what you feel like is going to make you happy. Don't judge it or question it, which is why we're needing to look at things through that lens of innocence, not blame, guilt, oppression. But you do what you feel like you have to with this. It is up to you. It is in your hands. There is no right or wrong answer here. It's just about what are you going to continue to carry. So of course I'm kind of biased looking at this going, I would take this. I would. And that's just me. I can't tell you what to do, right? Especially in this reading. The Five of Swords. Whatever it was that was a part of your past, there's this feeling of defeat. Somebody may have gotten an opportunity that should have been yours. Somebody may have backstabbed you to get that opportunity, which is why it remains in the realm of fantasy and only possibility. Meanwhile, you're in a place where something has been established, but it's run its course, and you know this. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles, and the consideration is, do I continue to put effort into this, or do I put it into something that has already been swept out from underneath me? Am I truly defeated in this situation, or is it worth my time and attention? What are you putting your effort into? And this only happens because something comes through to you with that Knight of Cups. And then you lead to the Ten of Pentacles. And we're talking about what is going to be long-lasting and secure for you. Whatever it is that you choose to put in the effort toward is something that's going to be a part of your life for a long time. Now, whether it gives you the type of wealth and abundance that you want to see, that remains to be seen. Because you may establish something very secure, but it doesn't mean that it's going to create happiness for the rest of your life, if you understand what I'm saying. You know, it's know that what you put your effort into, it's going to create something that is long-term. And it could produce wealth and abundance for you, but it'll be something that is grounded in your life for some time to come. You know, but the question then becomes, what is going to create overall happiness for you too? Wow, Cap, man, you guys are going to have to let me know on this one. I just don't like the oppression and the need for strength here. And whatever it is that you need to choose, whatever it is that's coming through, where it's like, do I accept this? Do I don't? Or do I not? If I could talk right. You have to remember that if you make this choice, do it from a place where you won't turn around and regret it. Okay. All right. Risk, play, and wisdom. Play is saying that you need to have those moments in life where things are fun, where we're not burdened by things that don't belong to you. I feel like it doesn't belong to you. Whatever is being piled on you is not yours. What's coming through may be a risk, but there is no reward if we don't take those risks, right? But whatever risk you're taking, make sure that it is bringing those moments of happiness and joy and carefree energy to you. But wisdom is going to be required to know the difference between what is something that can be long-term in your life and what won't be. And then spend some quality time together. It is important that we spend, or it's imperative. My God, let me start over, Cap. I'm so caught up in this and wondering what you should do. It's like driving me nuts because I would love to give you a definite answer, but I don't think I'm meant to. Spend some quality time together. It's imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. But that's not happening. But if you spent quality time with someone and you were willing to express love, would it be easy to accept an offer coming through to establish something more secure? But the thing is I'm still looking at wisdom and play and you needing to make sure that you know the difference, right? Like it's important, right? And it may be that if something new is coming through to you, if you've already been put through a lot, you need to spend time with whoever is coming through to offer you something. But you have to be open and willing to express love to know what the intentions of the other are. Oh my God, Cap, you guys are going to have to let me know on this one. I don't feel bad about it. I don't. But I feel like I'm being pushed to give you the message of make sure that you are making clear and concise choices. Use wisdom, know the risk that you're taking, right? But you have to do what's going to make you happy. You know, this looks like something coming back through that you don't see as an option for you anymore because it was taken from you with that Five of Swords, I'm telling you.